Probably shouldn't have left those in there overnight. Completely forgot they were back there. I would have been pretty bad start to the day if I was missing these. Okay, so got some fuel in it, got it back on the ground. See how much fuel's in it. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get some fuel. So I noticed a couple things. I forgot to get my other lug nuts that I put on those spares that Harry took. So I'm gonna have to run this morning, get some lug nuts. I gotta get some more fuel, and then we're gonna see if we can get this thing started on that power steering link. And just like that, small change makes a big difference. Now we got all the room in the world to get the wheels off this thing, get the power steering looked at, adjust the e-brake, and go from there. This thing's back on the ground. Like I said, we still need to go get our lug nuts and some fuel, which I'll do in a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to take a look at this power steering leak and see if I can get it taken care of, because it's annoying as hell. So I want to chalk up the leaking right there. According to my dad, this fitting down there is the one that leaks. The hose fitting, which is right here, tightens onto that other fitting that's on the pump itself, which is apparently a pain in the butt. The smaller hose one, it was actually pretty loose. Didn't take much effort to take it off. I almost want to say that it probably almost came off with my fingertips. So I'm gonna get some pipe thread. We're gonna clean it up, tighten it back up, get all that tight, and I think that will be resolved. And the only other issue left is the e-brakes, and check out the tires. Hey there. Alright, so where do we leave off? Oh yeah, we were working on the Firebird. Had to stop on the Firebird here for a little bit. We're moving along with that, but because of the way things are falling right now with the schedule that I have, we're gonna have to test this car tonight in order to get it dialed in on some power so that we're ready for the next event we got coming on, because next weekend I'm gonna be supremely tied up. So that's the plan. Here's the not so great part about racing. Gotta get everything packed up, all my tools, everything together, so that if I run into an issue at the track, I am prepared and I can adjust and continue. It's not a wasted day. We're going to the local 8 Mile track, but like I said, first I gotta get all my tools, everything spread out into this tool cart. I miss the days where I used to just be able to get in this thing, go to track, and have some fun. But those were much slower days, to be honest with you. So let's get some of this stuff packed up. Okay, getting the hood back on here real quick. Alright, so I got the hood back on. I gotta start this air compressor because we need to put some air in the tires. They're just a tad low. Oh, before we do that, I want to show you guys something I got just now in the mail. Let me clear some room here real quick and we'll open these boxes up. And this isn't even half the stuff. Not to mention all the YouTube stuff like the GoPros, the camera, extra batteries. all that stuff. And this is just on a short trip. We're going to the local H-Mile track. I really could benefit from one large ice cooler. I bought this one first, and then I needed a second one, and I needed a third one. It just, over time, it grew into that, but I could benefit from just a single one. Hey, babe. Okay. Real quick before we get the car loaded, not looking too promising based on how wide it is, but I wanted to give it a shot. Oh my goodness. I did not think that these came in a set. I didn't read anywhere where it said it came in a set. Bay door on the trailer, the little ramp broke on me. I had made another one out of wood and it lasted for a little while, but it also broke. Found this cheap alternative, and I think this is mainly meant to put a car on and if you want to service it, but I think it will work for us as a ramp that we can get onto the trailer with instead of having our busted up wood one that I'll show you here in a sec. You guys know how much I love Amazon stuff. Not just the ramps, but we do run a couple other things that I've found cheap alternatives to for race car stuff on Amazon. If you're curious, some of the stuff that we have is in the link down below. Full disclosure, if you do click on that link and you do buy some, I get a little kickback, but it does help the channel out. Let's find out if these race ramps are gonna work for us or not. The little ramp had broken off and bent this steel piece, so we fixed the steel piece, and then I made this wood ramp, which was a lot longer, and it held up for a little while, but then eventually it broke. Not liking how thin these are, but maybe it'll work. You can kind of see already where the tracks are on the cars, so I think if we could just get on it right, I think we'll be okay. Well, I mean, I guess it worked. I just don't know how I feel about how thin they are. If they were just a little bit wider, this is the widest ones they make. I mean, yeah, I could buy those really expensive, what are they, like $300 race ramps. That's a lot of money, $300. I'm gonna keep the wood board for now, throw it in the trailer. But I'm gonna take the race ramps again just to feel it out. The problem is they're so thin and there's not a whole lot of room for air, so if I don't come perfectly straight, then I'm gonna fall off of it, and then that's gonna hurt some stuff. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? Should we keep rocking these? Should I look for something else? Should I make another wood board? Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, we got car strapped, trailer loaded with the minimal stuff that we're taking, and got ice coolers, jack, extra fuel, got my drink, got my CO2 bottle, got my laptop bag, got my media bag, got my fire suit bag. In case you're wondering why I'm carrying my CO2 bottle, is because I don't like to leave it in the car because it gets really hot and it'll burst that safety disc, and then we are SOL. Houston Motorsports Park. Yeah, so I guess the basis of this video is that it's not always fun, especially sometimes when you're at it alone, like today. But then there are those days where you're going to a big event, you got all your buddies coming, and they have their race cars. I got my family with me, and those days are a blast. But today we're just gonna test here. My buddy Solomon is coming with me to help me out on the get the tune sorted out. But we're gonna end it here. You're gonna see the results in the next video. I'm gonna get ready to go do some work.